Good morning, guys. How's it going? Yuri here. Hope you're having a great. I don't know what day it is. It's Monday, I think, here when I'm recording this. Super snowy here as of this recording. Dropped off the kids this morning, and actually woke up to I don't even know, a couple inches of snow. It is what it is. It's all good. It's all good. Anyways, what I want to share with you in this video, in this episode, is what's happening in 2020 and what's happening with you and your business and what's happening with us in Healthpreneur and how it might be able to serve you to help you grow your business in 2020 and beyond. So just a quick update, just in case you're not familiar with what we do. Somehow, if you're just listening to this for the first time, we are a coaching and training company, and we specialize in helping health and fitness professionals who aren't really the savviest with respect to marketing and business development get more clients and scale their coaching online. So if you're a true expert, if you know you can help people and you don't have a predictable way of getting clients, or you're not too sure how to coach them without one-on-one, you're not sure how to really build a real business. So it's not just a hobby, but something that's really sustainable and you can eventually build a legacy. That's really our superpower, is to really help you with the sales and marketing, and then eventually the scale and systems to help you get to high six and seven figures within under 3 years, at least for above seven figures. So anyways, one of the a couple things that we've going on this year. So first and foremost, I've included a link below this for our Healthpreneur Live event in September. Now, I know this is a ways away. We're 9 months-ish, well, probably 10 months-ish away from Healthpreneur Live 2020. It's happening September 25th and 27th in Scottsdale. You want to write those down right now. What dates did I just say? September 25th and 27th in Scottsdale. And here's what I'm telling you about this right now. First of all, I want to give you're going to hear a lot about this, okay? So it's going to become so annoying. I'm going to be in your face and in your ears so often about Healthpreneur Live 2020 that either you're going to join us or you're going to feel massively disappointed because you missed it, okay? That's my intention, is to make you feel really, really, really inspired to join us. And if you don't, if you don't fit the bill, that's totally cool. But if you're not joining us for whatever reason, other than the fact that you can't make the dates, I want to help you avoid that mistake. Healthpreneur Live 2020. If you go to healthpreneurgroup.com/live, you can learn more about the event. And if you're watching this in the group, you can just click on the link around this video. So here's why I'm letting you know well in advance about the event. This year, we're going to have 250 attendees. Last year, we had about 160, maybe a little bit less than that. 75% of attendees will be clients, and we're opening up 25 spots to non-clients. So public, general admission. I mean, everyone's VIP for them. Like, there's no VIP seating. You're coming in and it's a first-class event. And what we've decided to do this year is, in the previous years, the event was $3,000 a pop. We've decided as a team that it's more important for us to have the right people in the room than making it super, super elite and exclusive. So we decided to reduce the ticket price so that it's much more accessible for most people. So right now, if you go to healthpreneurgroup.com/live, it's actually $497. Okay, so $497 until the end of January. After January 31st, it goes up to $997, and it'll probably stay there until we're sold out. Okay, so we've reduced the ticket price to make it more accessible for you. Second, it's not a pitch fest, right? So at the event, you'll have the opportunity to talk to us about what it might look like to move to the next level with us or work with us. But there's no pitching from stage. There's no nonsense like that. Like, if you've been to other events, I promise you, this is the complete opposite of most events. The reason I think it's so important to be at this event specifically is because if you want to be surrounded by some really amazing people, not just myself and my entire team, but like 200 plus other health and fitness professionals who are doing great things to build their coaching business online, this is the event to be at. It's like rocket fuel for your coaching business. You're going to leave feeling energized, inspired, motivated. And just as importantly, you're not going to leave with 1,000 to-dos. You're going to leave with like one or two major or important things to do in your business to move it forward. If you've been to any of my events, or if you've worked with me in any kind of capacity, you know that I'm not about fire hosing information at you and hoping that you figured this out on your own. Like, if you've been to the event in the past, then you know it's structured in a very specific manner where you have a select few actionable things that are going to make the most difference in your business. And that's the whole idea, is that you leave the event with actionable insights, actionable tactics or strategies that are not going to take you the next 12 years to implement and leave you feeling overwhelmed and confused, but giving you a very, very clear path about what to do next as soon as you leave, and getting actually a bunch of that stuff done at the event so you leave with momentum. And that's why Healthpreneur Live is so different, and it's so much better than most other. I mean, listen, I've been to a lot of events, and I talk about this, many, many times. Like my business transformed when I attended my first event. 2006 to 2009, I started my business online, and I struggled. I was making poverty line income for 3 years because I thought I could do everything myself. I thought I could figure this out. I could hide behind my computer, and it was all going to work out. And it didn't. So 2010, I attended 3 live events in the space of 3 months, and it was a game changer. And the events at the time were great for what I needed, but I learned a lot from those events and many, many, many others that I've attended over the years since then, to really look at, what is it that I can't stand about events? What are some things that I really like? What are some people doing that are great things? How can I make things better? How can I serve our audience better? And Healthpreneur Live is really the culmination of all of that. And it's an experience that it's very tough for me to explain. So my best advice for you is go to the webpage, healthpreneurgroup.com/live, and just watch it. Like, check out the videos, check out the testimonials, we've actually included a, kind of like a years in review, like down memory lane type of thing. So you can see what we did in 2017, 2018, 2019, and you can see how the event has evolved over time, including the introduction of our Game Changer Awards this past year, in which we were celebrating just about 65 clients for hitting specific status levels in their business. And it was amazing. So much fun. So we'd love for you to be there as well. Now, here's the caveat. If you're just starting in business, this is not the event for you, okay? I want to be very, very clear about who this event is for. This event is for established business owners in the health and fitness wellness space. You have to be a coach, not someone who's selling supplements or products on Amazon. That's not our jam. That's not our thing. But if you're coaching, consulting, like any kind of service like that, and you are a true expert and you have an established business and you have been working with clients and you are generating revenue, then this is the event that you want to be at. And I tell you, like, there's really no other event like this. I mean, yeah, there are other events in the health and wellness space, but they're not specifically geared towards what it is that we do. And if you enjoy going to events that you pay a good amount of money for and still being pitched every single time someone's on stage, listen, by all means, go to those events. But if you don't like that stuff and you want to be immersed in a very, very high-touch, experiential, no-ego environment where you get to hang out with me, like I'm not hiding in the green room like most speakers do. If you want to hang out with other amazing people in our space and you want to be able to get the latest and most proven strategies and tactics to move your business to the next level, then Healthpreneur Live is the event that you have to be at. It's that simple. So I'm giving you forewarning. You're going to hear a lot more about it, but I want to let you know now that if you get your ticket, and again, if you're a client of ours, you can just ignore this because you guys will have a special page. Obviously, you guys get the event for free for being one of our clients. But if you're not a client, then again, it's still only $497, right? $497 is ridiculous. Let's just be honest. You get one idea that could end up in multiples of that for forever, for years to come. We've had people create business partnerships together. Really, really amazing things that have happened that I never would have thought of or orchestrated that just happen when you're with the right people in the right room. So it's $497 to grab your ticket if you get yours before the end of January. So that's the first thing. And the second thing, if you meet our criteria, and when you do that, you will also get, we call them the $1 million talks. So these are all the video sessions, right? So the live sessions, not the live ones, but the actual sessions from the events, right? So myself on stage, the different speakers, you're gonna get the last 3 years of events. So 2019, 2018, 2017, you're gonna get all those talks for free. That's almost a $2,000 value we're gonna give you for free when you grab your spot before the end of January. We've had speakers like David Bayer, Stephen Cabral, who else? Why can't I think right now? Shannon Graham, Carrie Peters, Dave Ruel, Chris Smith. There's been some really amazing people who've spoken on stage at the event, and they're all doing very, very big stuff in their businesses, 7-8 figure businesses in the health and wellness space. And the difference with this year, as it was last year, is that we're not bringing speakers in anymore. The only speakers you're going to hear from are myself and some amazing clients who've done amazing things in their journey. Because what we've recognized, and this is actually from feedback from the previous 2 events, is that most people wanted to hear from other people just like themselves. So last year we had Brandy and Jeanette and Brandy Lipscomb, who spoke from stage. And it was just it couldn't have been better. I mean, talk about inspiring. Brandy's up on stage talking about how she went from, burnt out in her clinic to getting out of that to selling insurance for a year, trying to figure out what she wanted to do. She's a naturopath, working 60 hours a week. And she said, forget this, I'm not doing this anymore. She had to move across the country, decided to sell insurance for a year to kind of figure things out. And then eventually she saw our stuff online and she's like, man, I need to do this. And, no website, no following, nothing. And within 2 months, she's doing $27,000 a month in revenue. And then a couple months later, she's about $25K a week-ish. And just kind of her sharing that journey with people in the audience who, she was in their shoes 6 months ago, right? It's crazy. And Jen, very similar story, right? Just incredible. So those are the types of speakers we're bringing on stage. Our clients, just like you, who've been in your shoes, and what they've done to go through that journey. It's so inspiring. It's incredible. So that's kind of how it's set up in terms of speakers. We're only going to have about 3 or 4 this year. So it's not the typical event where it's just one speaker after another. A lot of breakout sessions, very specific tactical orientation type stuff around selling, messaging, your product, your coaching, all that stuff. And then we have a lot of fun as well. So we have pool sessions, hiking, yoga. It's just a really, really amazing event. So anyways, when you grab your ticket before January 31st, it's $497 instead of $997, and you get the $1 Million Talks, which are the last 3 events for free included. So we'll send you the page with access to all those talks, and I think you'll really enjoy those. So that's what's happening in 2020. Now, there's just outside of that, there's a few things I'll let you in on. So we've got 2 core programs, 2 main ways that we work with clients, other than me kind of VIP coaching, which I very rarely do, with one-on-one type of stuff, because that's not what I enjoy, but it's also very, very expensive. So outside of that, the 2 main ways that we help our clients are through our Health Business Accelerator program and our Luminaries Mastermind. Our Health Business Accelerator program is to help you really get to a point where you're doubling your business and adding about 10K per month or more within 3 to 6 months. And then the Luminaries Mastermind is to help you go from 6 to 7 figures in under 3 years. And the difference there is that we focus in HBA a little bit more on sales and marketing and really kind of building that predictable system to get clients in, and then how to build out your coaching program so you can move one-to-one to one-to-many. And then Luminaries is really kind of amplifying that so we can continually, make more and more and more, help more and more people, and then start to look at the operations and systems and strategic planning to help you get to 7 figures and beyond in under 3 years. So anyways, those are the 2 main ways that we help our clients. Now, with the Luminaries Mastermind, we have 3 live events throughout the year. We don't open that to the public anymore, and that's just because we don't want to. We want to keep it intimate for our existing clients. So we have one coming up in end of March in Florida, then we've got one in June in Toronto, then we have one in November in Los Angeles. And so those are the 3-day in-person events that I do with our clients. And outside of that, Healthpreneur Live is really the only live way that you guys, if you're not a client, to engage with us. But it is a phenomenal opportunity to see what we're all about and just really just see what's possible for your business. So anyways, that's a bit of an overview of what's happening business-wise in 2020. So if you want to put it in your calendar, September 25th to 27th in Scottsdale. And yes, you have to get on a plane. Yeah, you got to pay for a hotel room. Those are real. Those are costs. Those are things you got to do to grow your business. Okay, I promise you, it'll be the best money you spent. And if you're not happy with it, you can leave the event. We'll give you a full refund. Okay. On a personal note, as I may have mentioned before, I'm actually traveling for 5 months, from January 1st to June 1st. Taking our kids, going to Australia for 2.5 months, and then we're off to Italy for 2 months. So basically Australia, we're doing Melbourne and Noosa, and then coming back to Toronto for 10 days. Then I'm shooting out of Florida, doing our mastermind down there, then coming back, and then we're flying over to Italy, and we're gonna be a month in Tuscany and a month in Rome. And so it's not a vacation. I mean, my life is a vacation anyways. When you do what you love, it's not work. So I'm gonna just be doing what I do normally in Toronto, but from elsewhere in the world. And then we'll have our kids with us. We're gonna homeschool them and figure that whole thing out. So that'll be fun. but it's going to be a really fun adventure. And my theme word for 2020 is really adventure. And, setting the business up in a way where I can, just enjoy a little bit more of that without compromising anything in the business or anything for our clients, and making sure that everything is, continuing to scale and our clients are getting amazing results. That's really, really exciting. Just on a side note, like if you ever want to improve how your business operates, it's probably a good idea to think about taking a couple months off. Maybe not a couple months, but like just ask yourself, like, what would have to be true in my business if I were not to be present for a month? Like, what would have to happen? Like, what kind of systems would have to be in place? What kind of people would have to be in place? Did it a couple of years ago. I did a 2-month sabbatical. I had zero work, like nothing, like no email, nothing. A really good exercise. Now, I'm not going to do that to that extent when I'm traveling, obviously. But we've already put a lot of stuff in place where, really starting to step out of the day-to-day a lot more, bringing the right people in place, really doing some really cool stuff on the back end of our business, operationally and strategically, to do some awesome stuff. Not just to give me a little bit more freedom anyways, but just to do some really big things for our business and the people that we serve. So I encourage you, if you need help to listen, like if you want to travel, if you want to do great things in life, it all starts off with the foundation, which is sales and marketing, right? You have to get clients, you have to make money. And you'll get to a point eventually where you can change focus. You can start to look at operational stuff, systems, starting to hire a team where you're not doing everything yourself. And like, listen, if you want help with that stuff, let's talk, right? Workwithyuri.com is the place to go if you want to chat with us about making that happen sooner than later. But to keep things simple and very streamlined for this episode, go to healthpreneurgroup.com/live. And if you meet the criteria I mentioned earlier, so you're a health and fitness expert, you have an established business where you're coaching clients already and you're generating revenue, and you want to focus mostly on building your presence online and kind of building that virtual side of your business, not so much like the brick and mortar or the gym, for instance, then this is the perfect event for you. And again, $497 before the end of January, then it goes up, doubles in price. And if you get in before then, you'll also get the $1 Million Talks, which are the last 3 years of events, all the talks, all the amazing insights, totally free. It's about a $2,000 value. And that's our gift to you for getting in early. So that's the idea. I'm going to stop talking now. Anyways, I don't know what your plans are for 2020. I hope they're amazing. I hope they are inspiring. I hope they're getting you excited to jump out of bed first thing in the morning. And if they're not, then it's time of year to really revisit that, right? And really make them exciting so they jazz you up, because we need to be doing things that really excite us, right? One of the things that I recognize, when I wrote my book, The All-Day Energy Diet, was it's not just about the food that energizes us. It's about your mission in life. I would say my diet, when I wrote that book, was arguably a little bit cleaner than it is now, but I have just as much, if not more energy now, because I am super, super jazzed about what I'm doing. I get out of bed every morning at 4 a.m. Every morning, Monday through Sunday, right? I get so excited to jump out of bed at 4 a.m. because I get to work on my dream and build something amazing. And I want that same thing for you. So anyways, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Looking forward to seeing you at Healthpreneur Live if you fit the bill. And if you have any questions about that, let me know in the comments, and we can certainly help you figure that out for yourself. All right, so that's all. Hope you have a great day. I will see you guys later. Ciao for now.